Good afternoon, almost good afternoon. It's good morning still. We're in Providence Canyon State Park. We're at the base of it. So this is backcountry trail, basically following the stream of water, crossing from what is considered the Providence Canyon State Park here in Georgia. Story of this canyon is that due to poor farming practices, there was a small creek that eventually ate up all the terrain and basically created a canyon. So this is a issue that just keeps going to this very day. As you notice on the sides of this creek, all that water running, still running. And yeah, this is a very remote hike. You have to cross in and out, crisscrossing this creek towards. Basically, this trail goes like good 6-7 miles long. We came here at the very time, almost at noon. It is balmy, 80 degrees. Probably it's a little bit hotter with a humid factor. So it's gonna be an in and out, as I said, hike. And I think I need to check my map because I see some marks. I don't know if the trail keeps going. Yeah, I saw the mark over there. So yeah, we're still in a good track. Also, watch out for vines. Make sure you're wearing long pants, preferably long johns, and some waterproof boots, or good thick wool socks, because it is either you have to cross the water, or this trail is covered in vines as well. Some of them look to be has a long spikes. Yeah, that is my word of advice. Very humid today. It's gonna rain tonight as well, so be aware. I'm having my umbrella with me. Also bring some water and food. Yeah, 80 degrees today, 85 probably the highest humid factor. Gonna go climb it into the 90s, or God forbid to the hundreds, triple digits. Well, yeah, we have some cloud activity on top of us right now. We're not gonna, probably just a slight breeze as well. It's not gonna be that bad for now. Yeah, we're gonna be walking for a few more hours, and then we'll head back. Oh yeah, it's a nice breeze now coming in. This water also helps a bit to drop the temperature, keep the temperature down a little bit. So yeah, we're between Georgia and a few tens of dozen miles gonna be Alabama. So we're almost there, but we're not gonna do Alabama today. As I said, it's gonna be just this state park. Okay, we have another fork in the road. We're gonna check the map and see where we are now. Yeah, this is the Turner Creek. Forgot to mention that the Turner Creek crosses through the canyon. So basically, this river gave birth to the canyon. So you get an idea. And this is a backcountry cutoff. It's gonna cut off like a few, at least 2 or 3 miles. You just keep going down there. We just came from there. And yeah, I just gonna show you anything else I can find, and I will let you know. You're 1/3 more or less into this trail. Still a lot of mud along the way, but we're almost going to climb now. Gonna be a climbing, steady climbing from here on, and then hopefully it's gonna get less muddy. But the good thing is that I have wearing very sturdy boots, so it's a good investment. Hopefully all these trees can grow old. By the way, there's some campsites as well down here. I think like 6 or 7 campsites. I think you have to do a reservation for that. You got to keep hiking all the way here. Yeah, I think it's the borderline of the trail. And we are here. We're doing now, it's time for the switchback back into the state park. This is the Eagle Bridge. Thank you, sir. It's a courtesy of a local Boy Scout troop. That's one of the things I really wanted to do when I was a kid, probably become a Boy Scout and do a little bit more of this. But this is one of the little things about me. I didn't like to hike when I was a kid. I was very into staying at home, playing games, watching TV. But now, as I said in my description of this channel, now I'm in my middle ages, close to my middle age. Well, I'm already in the middle age. Let's be honest here. I decided to just head outside and just enjoy nature. One of the things, I don't know if you call it midlife crisis, but I really enjoy it. And by the way, I'm doing this hiking. I've seen some videos of people talking about it. They do help. It does help with your mood, stress levels, and also your heart. Especially now you're old. You get older, your heart's getting older as well. So you gotta make sure you take care of that. Yeah. All right, we're start climbing here. I see a hill ahead, right up ahead. It's climbing up again. So yeah, all this valley eventually is gonna be eroded as well. So it's gonna be this climb is gonna be bigger and bigger as decades pass by. Again, very muddy. That's why I'm wearing boots, hiking boots, and a walking stick, so you can extra support. So we're gonna keep climbing nice and slow, no hurry, and we'll get there to the top. I'll catch you all later. So we're already at the crest of the steepest climb. There is some bench at the top that you can sit. Once you get on top of that, climb up that hill, of this hill actually. I think there's a couple more climbs, but there will be no as steep as the last one we did, knock on wood. So we're 2.17 miles into this 6 to 7 mile long trail, and we're doing good time. We'll be back before 3 o'clock. That's a reasonably good time for me, and I'll be fine. Yeah, we'll have plenty of time to get stuff, get something to eat, and get back home eventually. All right, let's keep going. There's some campfire here. Shelter. There's a shelter here. I don't know why speaking in low voice. There's nobody here, as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, it's gonna be a couple campsites here. That's the first one I've seen in this trail. Just up in this hill instead of going, which is smart because down there it's all muddy and always prone to flooding after a good downpour. Yeah, downpour. So yeah, I see another hill coming ahead. Again, not as bad as the last one we did. There's still some inclination going on. So we're gonna be, again, nice and slow climbing up, and we'll be able to pass through it. All right, let's keep going. There's things quite noticeably here. So campsite number 5. Smell like latrine in here. That means there's people staying there. Anyway, let's keep going. Campsite number 4. We are in campsite 3. They're pretty well separated from each other. Again, primitive camping, just a fire pit, and an area you can put your tent for the night, and just have to use the surroundings for relief. You know what I'm saying? It smells like that. So again, be careful, and of course if you're using the surrounding facilities, make sure you cover it well, so it doesn't attract any animals and just spread all that all around. That's not good. Ugh. All right, let's keep going. We are almost halfway there, a few hundred feet into halfway this trail. There is by the time you're watching, not by the time you're watching, we are 3 miles. We already completed 3 miles. We still have 3 miles and a change ahead of us. Probably 4, depending on how far we are from the parking lot. So we're climbing this very muddy trail. Okay, per all trails, there's a cutoff ahead, which I'm gonna take. One, because it is gonna rain pretty soon. I hear thunderstorms rolling in. And 2 is kind of a redundant loop. So I'm just gonna take the cutoff and cut that part, so I can probably cut another half a mile, which give or take is gonna still be over 6 miles. I'm not gonna complain about it. Alright, catch you later. Just to make sure you have an idea where it is. It's about, it goes to the backcountry campsites 1 and 2. The number 2 is right there. And number 1 probably is on the other side. So yeah, not missing too much. Probably another very monotone walk over there. But there's people there, which I'm not intention of interrupting, enjoying their time over there. Okay, let's keep going. And this is the other side of this little big loop going again to this cutoff trail. So campsite 1 and 2. We're gonna leave it to your imagination how it looked like. If you want to see it themselves, just come here. Again, doing it mostly because it's gonna rain, so I'm gonna make sure I get out of here before it starts pouring down. Even though I have my umbrella with me, I had no intention of staying incommunicado if the creek that runs down this canyon swelters up. Anyway, let's keep going. Again, more signs of erosion here. We're more or less an hour from going back again up into the canyon, so we have to climb up. This one final is gonna be the longest climb yet. So far, we were climbing up from the canyon, and there's gonna one final climb to the top of this canyon. Again, watch your steps, use your footing, have good footing, because it's a little bit going downhill from here. It's a little bit steeper than expected. I guess some people try to climb down here, but it's not different, especially if there's so much loose sand along the way. And also, I hear a lot of flying bugs. I don't know if they are wasps or wild bees or horse flies or any other type of bug that may sting or bite. So I am very, very watchful. Don't stay too long when you hear buzzing around you. So far they just surrounded me but never land on me, so far so good. I think I still had like bug repellent from the last time I sprayed it. So that's a plus for me. I think there's still some chemicals that linger much longer. Hopefully they just stay outside instead of inside your system. Anyway, let's continue. We're at the base again of the trail. There's the creek down on the other side of these trees, and there's the hill coming up. So give or take, we're just basically doing a big loop here and then head back into the normal trail. So at that point I'm probably gonna wrap it in there. I'm not even gonna show climbing because pretty much it's the same thing we did earlier last year, which I appreciate everybody that watched that short. There was a short I did with some junk, all very old trucks or cars, pickup trucks on top of this hill. That got 6,000 views. That was the most popular video yet. So I appreciate everybody that clicked on that one. I gained a lot of subscribers from that. But yeah, we are heading back, and we will shortly get climbing to the normal path that everybody takes. That was a very fun backcountry experience. I will do it again probably when it's nice and cold. But right now it's a little bit too warm for my taste. But I survived it, so I'm proud of that. Anyway, that's all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Safe travels, and see you all in the next adventure. Have a good one. I speak too soon. There's a lot of very deep mud here. So I guess this is why this thing just turned into a freaking canyon, because so much mud here. Wow. It's over 3 or 4 miles, and all of a sudden that was a curveball. Take a look at that. Oh, it's crazy. All right, now we're back in terra firma. All right, see you guys in the next adventure. Goodbye.